Let's go. We in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it. We in the building. Let's get it started. I ain't gonna play around. The receipts we have, we turned up with them. I'm gonna just let the music play out. Shout to the artist Bucks Splash, Bucks with a Z on YouTube. Let's get it. I'm in it. We in it to win it. And I ain't done with academics. I ain't done with academics. I'm just warming you up. I butter up my bread. I like my bread buttered.
Fighting cause the niggas staying heat rock. They cool more smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch and I sound right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with good luck. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling it bluff. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. Fighting cause the niggas staying heat rock. They cool more smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch and I sound right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with good luck. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling it bluff. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. Look out the window and vision my dreams. Call me a man cause I drip so clean. Bait my garments, you know I'm a fiend. Stylist and fits, Alex and Cooper, my wrist is ringing and they change up the weather. These bitches be birds, they flock together. Play these hoes and I'm parking their feathers. I run up the racks, the vision I sweat. Gucci and Fendi, I drip for real. Suppressing my pace while I'm popping these pills. Trying to go hard till I give me a deal. Stay to myself cause I only know real. Fuck how they feel, cruises to Cuba. Can't ride a bike but I'm lit on a scooter. Bitch, I'm the king so you know I'm your ruler. After I'm done, my neck got a tongue. I am the king of the jungle. My crown won't fall when I stumble. Block all the hate as I tumble. For the bag, trust I won't fumble. Swiping these cars to fly out the country. You say I play games, but she know she won't. I splash like a faucet, call me the sun. Trooper one day to ride in the rock. Fighting cause the niggas getting heat rock. All they cool gon' smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I send her right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with good luck. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling it rough. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm fighting cause the niggas stay heat rock. All they cool gon' smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I send her right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with good luck. Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling it rough. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck.
We're gonna go into the one that everybody knows. This is on YouTube right now, premiering 5 plays, gonna premiere soon. Straight drop right now is out on Bucks Splash YouTube. I'll spell it for you so you know. On YouTube.
Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rolling with the gang, switching lanes, winning 7 shots. Beat long key, splash your heart, go and get a mop. Seas with a Mary in July with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steam hot, nigga can't want to shoot. Wonder with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute. Staying with the gang, we bringing pain. Hide your daughters, big pimpin' cause we walk with kings. Pockets swollen, lot of cash, all the big knots. 2 clocks, bitch, you leave him dead for his buddy drop. Tripping with a light shower as the sun shits. Gonna stay with real, these other niggas be so counterfeit. Counting up the presidents, the money is the medicine. Warring all the blues, I'm on the ground like I'm a Mexican. Tiptoe in the image cause my pockets on infinity. You talking to the feds, but I'm coming so I sell it to them. Niggas wanna see us popped out, you better pay the fee. Sashi on my boxes, I got designer cheeks. Carter on you, product. If you my bitch, don't lie to me. Niggas know I'm king, if you see me, you poppin'. Look it out of pocket, second bitch monopoly. 30 on my back, and shooting things, who's stopping me? If I got it, all the gods got it, real shit. Talking crazy C's, letting off that mop stick. Keys in the cut, featuring like it's February. Who do you doing magic? Got you at the nearest cemetery. I love keys, I love C's, I love all the gods. Don't forget my nigga H, cause he down the rod. Hungry for the cash, we gon' do the race. Playing with these bitches, snakes, weak niggas can't relate. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rolling with the gang, switching lanes, winning 7 shots. Beat long keys, smash your heart, go and get a mop. Seas with a Mary in July with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steam hot, nigga can't want to shoot. Rolling with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rolling with the gang, switching lanes, winning 7 shots. Beat long keys, splash your heart, go and get a mop. Seas with a Mary in July with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her veggie blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steam hot, nigga can't want to shoot. Rolling with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute.
right into the receipt. Let's get it. Right into the receipt. Waste no time.
Of prayers and condolences to their family and loved ones. So we'll start with some silence for a quick second. Okay, unfortunately, we have to start this way, but we do. And a busy week in hip hop. Pardon my voice. I just was awoken from a nap. So I was trying to be well rested here. So if you have not heard, XxTentacion was murdered in Florida, exiting a motorcycle shop. He was shot in his vehicle, from what I read, as ongoers and passerbyers recorded his lifeless body with their phones. And as soon as I saw that video, I said, he's gone. he's there's just not a doctor there to confirm it, but that doesn't look too good. And then shortly after, the Jimmy Wapo news broke. And I'll be honest, I can't remember a day where two rappers were murdered on the same day. And a lot about this XxX shit is bothersome. So let me just talk about me real quick. This kid, I wasn't into his music very early on. But I was working on a show with academics, and academics was big on this kid's music, and
academics' name is in everything. Do you see how crazy it is? Academics, your name seems to permeate with a lot of these young artists coming up. Every time, academics, and you ain't getting dropped. You ain't getting popped out. Nothing's happening to you. All these artists around you, it's always something with them. I don't get that.
He spoke highly of this kid, so I started to watch the kid because
he did speak highly of him. To you, did he speak highly on the net? Let's get these things straight.
He was a mental health advocate. So I was into him before I was into his music, because some people use mental health to exploit it. Some people, you can just tell the difference when some people are really going through some shit and just faking the funk. Not too long ago, Bow Wow reached out to me to do an interview here. This was a few months ago. This was before his Breakfast Club interview. This was when he was running around with the album titled Suicide. I turned that shit down ASAP, didn't answer that call. Not because I don't fuck with Bow Wow. I don't play with people exploiting mental health. Not to say that Bow Wow wasn't going through shit, but I didn't believe it. This kid was a little different. As someone who has gone through some of that stuff and still does, you looked at this kid, and for me, I immediately said, "Oh, he'll end it. He'll do it." And I started to speak to act in a different manner regarding this young man. So when his album came out, I bought it. And to my surprise, it was really good. He was diverse. He was doing a lot more.
Now, this is Joe Buddens, someone who is accomplished in the game, who might even add is one of the best rappers of our generation we've heard. You can hate it, we can debate it, whatever you say. Joe Buddens is one of the best we've heard. I would put Joe Buddens up against a lot of people. He's versatile in how he raps. He does his thing on the mic. Whenever that microphone turns on, Buddens is Buddens. You can't take that away. And he's giving him credit. So I took that as a big cosign. That's a cosign to me. That's a cosign, because that's a real cosign, mentioning someone, putting respect on them. I think Joe Buddens is an accomplished, versatile rapper, personally.
Than just rapping, and all of the content was pretty heavy and pretty serious. And even after all of the fuck shit that this kid did, his album came out and sold a lot of records. A lot of records. Which, shit, I was on vacation.
Mind you, might I add, when it comes to academics and record sellers, what does he look to do? He looks to come at people who aren't selling records. He could never say that about X. So he had to get controversial with him because he can, if he's speaking to an artist, he's always talking about album sales. Even on the show, Everyday Struggle, album sales. This guy sells albums. He's a seller. That's why I told them when they killed a multi-million-dollar man, they made a mistake. This is an album seller. This is someone I'd invest my money into and get it back.
The time with my girl, and her and I was both on the balcony crying, listening to this album. Because we both are into that mental health shit like that. She's lost somebody. I've gone through it.
That's how deep it is.
So for this young kid to be reaching an audience, like I was happy. I was proud that there was somebody talking that shit to the young kids. I mean, I'll be honest. That's how I felt about it. And
what artist has academics called a god ever talk to an audience other than make music to dance and drink to? Nothing. They're not versatile. X could do that and some more. Did that not hurt these artists' feelings? That, oh, I'm at the top, but how long am I going to stay here when they want to hear the type of rap that X is kicking? It's a smack in the face to them because they know they can't reach that propensity to make music that delivers in a certain way to reach a generation's heart piece. They can only make it to entertain you. They can't make it to get to anything. Same thing with YouTube. These guys, like academics, can only make it to inform the news, give anything, throw his 2 cents in. He doesn't sit here and grind with you. I grind with my audience. I put up information. I talk through receipts so that I understand. So we have understanding. So you're not confused as to where I stand on something. That's something a lot of people can't do. It is a transitional period that happened in music that's happening here on YouTube. And a lot of people are against it. A lot of different YouTube profiles are against it. A lot of big name YouTubers are against it because they want to throw up a video, make you all watch it and just rake in your money off of you watching their video. That really ain't about shit. That's a fact.
I've had pretty harsh words for the young man. And I will say, and I've had a few conversations with him. I've spoken to him on FaceTime. To me, it seemed as though he was trying to live differently.
Did not say
it
that.
Seemed as though he was trying to make some changes. It seemed as though he was like sincerely apologetic for some shit that he did. And I can't speak on everything that he did.
Who is this? Yingling, show who you are. Show who you are. Look, I don't have a problem posting your comment. I don't care less because your opinion doesn't make anything. Show who you are. Yingling, show who you are. If you're Trunks, do you want me to roast you? Trunks, I will roast you. I will roast you. Son, I will end your career with the roast that I put up. Even in the war in Chiraq, you think it doesn't apply to you. There's a part that clearly applies to you. I don't know if you ever knew that. I don't think you know that. I'm going to always be taking shots at you if I want to. Stop playing. This is Trump. I can't roast anyone. That's why you're here and you're mad. That's why you're LOLing with your rainbow hair that didn't work. Your rainbow hair that didn't
speak
work.
To, you know what I will speak to? This is what I will speak to. Let me get off of Triple X for 2 seconds and just talk about like some life shit. Please, y'all feel free to jump in here. I'm just gonna kind of ramble because I have a lot to say about the topic. Well, don't jump in here because I'm about to kill Peter Rosenberg. So yesterday I'm driving and I had already heard the news and I was really fucked up. I cried all day yesterday. I even didn't really know how to start this podcast because I didn't know if I could talk about this without crying a whole lot. So I'm in my car bawling in fucking tears, right? And I'm listening to talk radio. And it's fucking Peter Rosenberg. 98.7. Him, Michael K, Don LaGreca.
Keep that name in mind. Keep it in mind.
And he interrupts this bullshit Yankee talk they're having to say, hey, I know this is not a hip hop show. And I know we don't cover hip hop, but I'm in hip hop. So I must report to you guys that XxXTentacion has passed away. And then his two white co-hosts say, well, who was that? And the first thing out your mouth is, well, he was no angel.
And you're not. Rosenberg had many times people want to rock you for what you did. Yet these guys are so critical of everyone else. They're critical of everyone except themselves. Why aren't you critical of yourself? I don't understand that. I could get if you came from a standpoint and was like, you know, his music such and such and such, you know, I really didn't entertain him, but they're looking to judge first. That's just odd. You're looking to judge someone before you even have a stance to make. That makes no sense to me.
That's what he said?
Yes.
Hey, it's Albert.
So that's my thing. A lot of these things that we're going to look at and we're going to conversate about, it gets deep. It's to the moment where I'm going to always bring me, but it's serious conversation, you know? And don't acknowledge the troll. Our trunks out on Front Street. If his dudes want to ride with a rat like that, a snake in the grass that needs someone to fight bullies for him, you're a woman. I have to stand up and fight for you because you can't fight for yourself. You're a woman. It's crazy.
That was the first thing out of his mouth. Well, he was no angel. I took a lot of offense to that, Peter Rosenberg. I was going to come in here and really tear you a new asshole, but that's not what's needed right now. So let me tell you why I take offense to that. And, you know, but before I even get into that, I went, because I was crying when I heard you say that dumb shit and I was mad. And then I got home and I saw a whole lot of people echoing that sentiment. This is what I thought. What I thought about it was this. Oh, man, hip-hop, let me talk about the hip-hop I know anyway. Hip-hop has always been welcoming of all, which is why it's kind of beautiful that way. Like, we accept the killers. We accept the drug dealers.
Facts. Hold on, facts. Most of the music that he even plays, people brag about doing things, brag about their mafias, brag about they get people hurt, brag about the rocks they sold to someone's mom, brag about how they shot and killed someone the other day. So what is his comment for? What does it really amount to? And that's the sentiment of a lot of people. Like tomorrow, if someone flatlined another rapper, like Drunks or someone, what are you going to say about them? We're just going to be like, gling, gling, dancing across the stage. What do they really leave behind? That's my thing. Trunks, you haven't even built a legacy. Neither has DJ Uncle Scheme built a legacy. You guys are just along for the ride. You get wiped out tomorrow, no one's ever going to speak about you. Not in a sentiment or respect. You don't live forever. You're a here and gone. You're a momentary entertainment. That's the facts. That's a fact. You're momentary. No one's ever going to think of your music. I'll never say you were one of the greatest. Who would get up here and speak for you? That's the bottom line. That's what they don't realize. Like, they're momentary. That's where they need to grow up and really look at themselves. You're not some big thing. You're still on the grind up. So you being humble needs to increase, being that you're no type of threat to the game. You're not someone that will be missed, someone whose music's played everywhere. You're not even there. No one speak speak to people, they say, who the F is that? They start talking about Dragon Ball Z. Every time I say Trunks, they're like, Dragon Ball Z? Nah, that's some rapper. And my thing is that when the lives downplay like this, I already know. I already know because I have a special switch thing to see that they're messing with it. I put that thing right on the wall so I could tell when they're messing with the live. So that's another thing. Why would they mess with my lives if I don't make content? Oh, I don't make content that could be stepped over. I don't make content that people moonwalk on. That's the thing. See, I've come to the realization that if you're not in agreement with certain people, they're going to do whatever it takes in their power to take shots. And that's the thing. Like people running around saying, oh, I got a kid with, just lying. Like, I ain't never hit. No one, you ain't even never see me in person, but you're going to go out of your way to tell someone that you got something. Like, stop. That makes you look weak. That makes you look very weak. And honestly, when I realized, I said to myself, this is crumble in my palms. They would crumble in my hand. Like, you'd crumble. Like, if we got into it, you would crumble in my hands because you have no power or no basis to stand on without even using me for some type of media gain and that type of weird stuff. And that's bottom line. That's just a fact. Like, it's like you almost need me to be here actually trying to give answers and fight for a truth in order to validate yourself. That's how I knew you're after one thing and one thing only. It's mutiny on the estate. I'm telling you, there's nothing else that would keep a criminal like you around unless there was something involved in it for you, which is monetary gain. I know that. Then they're like, oh, do this, do that. You don't know how hard I work. You don't know what I do. You don't have a clue. You don't know what I'm capable of. You don't have a clue. That's the thing. People always underestimate your capabilities. Like, honestly, what your favorite rapper raps about, how do you know that that's not exactly that? I did what they said and I ain't have to rap about it. What do I got to rap about to sell an album? We're talking about an artist that made music to inspire generations when these guys just want to destroy it. It's not even part of the plan. It's not a part of anything that's been set up from the beginning. That's what I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you the in-depth nature of it. I'm giving you every angle. Right now, I'm giving you a person that you don't hear me criticizing stuff he's saying. No, because there's a point to it. I want the point to come out. There is a point to this. You will see. You will definitely see. What up, Buddens?
Accept the rapists. We accept all. Am I off here? Mm-hmm. That's what hip hop was founded on. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying because all is not okay. Right. All is not okay, but you'd be a fool to not think that hip hop does welcome all, right? So cool. Then you take this young man who did all of this fuck shit, but is trying to get it together and turn around a little bit. I take offense to Peter Rosenberg. Let me tell you why I take offense to Peter Rosenberg. Because if you are in this culture and of the ilk of this culture, then to me, I'm only saying my opinion, then that's to be represented wherever you are.
Exactly. That's my problem with the people around them that are snakes. That's my problem with the people that are claiming to be nonprofit and helping others, but within it doing funny stuff. That's my point to someone not presenting a DNA test and doing it. You represent something. You represent something dealing with the legacy, even if it's the last parts of it. You represent it. You stand for it wrong. You behave wrong with power. You're a person with power that will abuse it. It's all wrong how you operate, every bit of it. And if I'm to see that you operate that way in no time of distress, it makes me think, how would you operate in a time of distress? But illegal, illegitimate. proving no points, using others to get to your means end. You represent yourselves wrong on a daily, normal basis and smile while doing it. And you think that will define what it is people know him as. No, you are not the lasting definition or impression. We, the people, will decide the impression that X has left, that these suspects need to pay for it, that whoever they are, whether they're suspects or not, there are people that care that will define that. You're not the defining factor, yet you try to be by involving yourself like, I'm helping his fans, I'm doing this, that was my friend, that was me. Then you make songs like Love Never Blossoms. You do weird things around the causation that make it seem like you have an agenda. That's bottom line. That's the simplest I could put it. The simplest I could put it. There's no easier way for me to put it. If you don't see misrepresentation coming at people who speak about it, that are trying to find some reason, they're saying, oh, you always talk about it. How come you don't go to a gamer's channel like you're always playing games? You're always doing that. You're always doing this. I hit different angles. So they play games, but they play different games. I speak entertainment, speak about entertaining topics, but I hit different angles within the same topic. But because it's about the same person, you have a problem. Because it's about the same injustice, you have an issue with it. It's not, why is he? Doesn't make sense. It's me grinding it down into your head exactly what and who you are, since you yourself cannot come to the definition of it. You cannot come to yourself like, I am a piece of trash. I am doing this for gain. I am, even if when you are doing it and you know it, you just can't come to that definition or that impression. But I've clearly helped that time. You see online news stations copying what I say, but adding their twist to it. Like, oh, we made this. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Neither did you deal with the trolls. Neither did you deal with the people behind the scenes. You ain't did nothing. You did nothing. I grinded through that. I put in work when they were trying to throw up threats and other stuff. I did that because I know what I'm capable of doing to them. I know what I am willing to do. That's the difference. See, people get so mad about how people do their things for a reason. It's for a reason. Don't ever think they're just angry because he always talks. No, there's something else. I dug through these guys, dug up receipts, and proved there was something else. Proved some of them moving snake-like. Proved some of them moving shady. But I've been. That's the difference between us. You can say you're not bigger than him or not. Whoever steps up gets it. Whoever steps up gets served. Academics has been pending. I've been telling him I will expose certain things about what he has done. I've been doing that. This is nothing new. That's how I could tell some of you coming in. That's why people say you were sitting here. Because this is nothing new. Anyone that turns it on is going to hear what I'm saying. And anyone who's used to it already knows this is nothing new. Not at all. And that's what they fail to realize. You just happen to be the topic. So now it's a problem. No. Move how you move. You should have never been living off of this man, saying other things, claiming people weren't with the game when they've been with it before you. You made a lot of wild accusations. A lie unchallenged becomes the truth. That is a philosophy I have learned. You cannot get me out of the way like that. I'm sorry. A lie unchallenged becomes the truth. And a lot of you are lies. You lie. You see how they got to tell lie after lie to make themselves relevant. Oh, I have his kid. Oh, this is this. Oh, did you know this about him? Lies unchallenged become the truth. Liars unchallenged believe their lie is the truth. So I stop lies where they stand. That's the only way. There's no other way. You guys wanted to play this game, be in the limelight. Don't get mad because someone's exposing who you really are and what you've really done. Cheating fans saying, I love the fans, saying we love you, X, when you just were preying on this man. And that's going to come out. I got a receipt to bring that out clearly. And it's not just me. Remember, keep this in mind. When I was speaking about the type of parties going on, saying I knew stuff, keep in mind when it came out, they were going crazy at us. Okay? You got silent now when another person around brought out the same exact thing. So now you're false. It proves you as a liar. It proves you as someone who was just using what I said, trying to downplay it because you knew it was real. What did Czarr say? What is real will prosper. I am what's real. You guys are fake. I've been real. About real things. You've been fake. Speaking about fake things, rapping fake things, because I know you're fake. I already looked up the resumes you had. It's fake. You needed someone to get a bully off of you. You're fake. You didn't do it yourself. You had your dudes have to do it. Where's your nuts? If you got some. Trying to portray a certain thing, you guys lying. Having said, oh, nonprofit, he's out for the money. When you're mutiny on an estate, you're mutiny on an estate. You act like you're riding with it, but you're really there trying to get your dollar in the situation. You are fake. If no one's ever looked you in your shit and told you you're fake, you're fake. I never rock with someone like you. I wouldn't even be friends with someone like you. You are a snake. You're fake. And if X was around to defend it, you know he'd punch you in your face. That's a fact. He'd punch all of you in your face. Every time he's seen one of you, punch you in your mouth. Oh, you over here messing with this? Punch you in your face. You'd get assaulted. And then you'd be screaming for the cops like you were when you were claiming stuff to us. Then we let you know what's up. You were trying to get the cops involved. Stop it. You played that hand. What's wrong with these guys? Who built you? Why are you so fake? I don't understand it. Me personally, I don't understand it. Let the guy kick his tough stuff behind the scene. Then come to find out you're touching minors. Put respect on my name. You touch a child, you better put respect on my name. You better do it. You better do it. Stop playing with me. You know what happens to your butthole when you get locked up. You know how we use you like tissue paper. Have you scared to come out your cell every single day? Stop playing. You know what you get. Don't act different out here. You know what happens to you. You know how we treat you. Acting like the cops. You're just going to get put. We get into it. You just get put where you belong. And then we'll see, once they know you're touching kids, where you're at in the hierarchy. Facts. Where you lie in the hierarchy. You get your hole ripped. And then you get thrown in the hole because you asked to stay in protective. Yo, these dudes. Yo, y'all. Stop being fake. If you're trying to get it off of him, you weren't around when he was there. Why are you using his name for a business? We're speaking on his name and issues surrounding it, having to do with the topic, period. You have no connection to make. We're here because we loved X. How did he know you? Oh, we loved him. This is media. You're not media. You have a business using his name. No family member, no nothing of it. Stop playing yourself. You guys are play. Oh, you're play. And then the way they try and get you is, oh, well, I know his number. Oh, well, I had a baby with him. Oh, let me just go into this real quick. Let me just say this. On my life, on everything, there was a person mentioning, oh, you know, the Cyphron brothers did bad things. You know, they did stuff. And when you saw I didn't care, and there's a specific reason I don't, because when you know about a person and you know what they did, you know at any moment they can be taken away. At any moment, they can get taken out the game. You sat there bragging about, oh, you know, from there, I know this person, know that person. Literally. Then when I start speaking on stuff, that's not true. That didn't happen. I never said that. I never said that. I don't know what he's talking about. But you're supposed to be believed true when you're like, oh, I have his baby. Oh, he wanted this. Oh, he did that. Believe you, don't believe a thing I'm saying. Really? When I was predicting stuff without you, Then you tried to double back like, oh, yeah, the Victor person, when you didn't know who that was up front. Like, why are these people so fake? The only way I can define it, in a way that's not the weird stuff going through their mind, it is mutiny on an estate. There's some monetary gain, some clout left to be gained off of using his name in a professional setting. This is a professional. You two's not professional, it's you. I speak on what comes to my mind. You're in a professional setting using his name. That's not fraudulent. That's not fraud. That's completely real. You're not when you're not related to him as you allege, you're not in the thing. Oh, but I talked to his family. I talked to his mother. We're no different. Not through you. I reached out and spoke to his mother. Not through you. I sat here and talked to other YouTubers. Not through you. Oh, why are you talking to that YouTuber? Let's talk about it. Why are you talking to that YouTuber? That YouTuber, he's fake. He's this. But that's who the mother's rocking with, and you're in favor of the mother? You say all those things? Oh, but you're so believable. Oh, but you're credible. Oh, but you mean the best intentions. Oh, you really love this kid. And you're near 50? What do you really know about this kid? Yet saying you live life longer than all of us. That's all you can say. Oh, I got this. I got that. Sometimes what you learn is everything people brag about having seems to be the only thing they got because you got nothing else. You're lacking the happiness. You're lacking some type of support. You're lacking people around that actually give a F when you're not doing something for them. That's what you're lacking, period. You could call anything out, say anything. I've lived long enough. When I was younger than you, an age you've been, a child, I lost people right in front of me, lost people in life that you got around you right now. So how does it feel for them to get wiped out? How do you feel for them getting wiped out and you ain't got nobody around you now? How does that feel? Would that feel good? I don't think so. You take for granted what's around you. You take people for granted. So that is why you throw your weight around and brag, because you don't know what it's like to take a loss. You don't know what it's like to feel pain, real pain. Not no pain like, oh, that bill, I can't pay it. I mean real pain, pain to the soul. You don't know nothing about that. What do you know about that? What do you know about that? All you know is how to take shots at people, hide yourself, take shots, hide. I ain't never hid. I said someone's name, I said it dead up like they're right here. They know I said it. I tagged people in the stories I did. I tagged Vic Mensa. I tagged Kidding. I tagged these dudes. You talk ish about them, hiding what you say. Then in front of them, I didn't say that. I don't know that. I speak on it, not from a hating standpoint, but a realistic standpoint. And I can understand their point of view, but I give mine. That's how I fight with objective perspective, hard hitting in my way. It's hard hitting because I'm going to put it up front. I'm going to put it out there. There's going to be people who love it and hate it. It's objective because I'm willing to hear everyone out. I'm willing to look at what's evidence and declare some things didn't happen, declare some did. I'm willing to be wrong. But because I've been willing to be wrong and have done that, I've found truth. That is why objective perspective is the best model on looking at anything. If you can't be objective, what are you? We're looking at a guy who's saying other men are gods. They're top of the top. Oh, he's a god. I've never heard to another male refers a man as a god. You're shitting me. Are you for real? Are you serious? Do you think your nuts are still intact? You think you still keep your manhood after referring to a man as a god? Really? You keep your manhood? Well, I don't know about that. I've never heard about that. When you look in the mirror, do you say I'm a man because I got a beard? I'm the man because I got followers? When you're built so fraudulent and soft? Are you serious? And he's like, oh, he's saying I'm soft. How aren't you soft when you know for a fact you took shots in the same interview that allegedly put animosity against X? Say you did. Really? You took shots too. Each time he said takeoff. You said liftoff. He said, I want to apologize. You said you repackage yourself as an artist. You know how the old ones do that and then use your energy. after complimenting him. You're taking shots. You're just a passive aggressive shot taker. It's still aggressive. It's passive aggressive. Stop it. Stop it. Whoever's boosting his head, boosting him up, stop it. He's fraud. Period. You're a fraud. That's what I showed. Wait till I get to your series, and I'm getting there today. Oh, wait on it. I'm getting there today. Watch. I'm going to take a light punch just to show you I ain't playing with it. You're going to know I ain't playing. After I show what I'm going to show, you're going to know I ain't playing. Like, this dude is not playing with me. Look, you're going to know. Back to Buddens. Tell him.
Like, you can't take hip-hop out of me. It don't matter what room I'm in, who I am face-to-face with. I'm hip-hop. So for Peter Rosenberg to sit in this room of fucking conservative ass Michael K. and Don LaGreca, who have no idea who this kid is, and the first thing you say is, well, he was no angel. Peter Rosenberg, this ain't, are you in this culture or are you a guest?
Yes.
Because when you explaining some shit from the culture, I would think that it would be explained with some type of identification. Because newsflash, Peter Rosenberg, this culture was...
Talk to him. I know you did the battle rap thing. That's how... Talk to him. Talk to him. That goes for a lot of you. Talk. Take Rosenberg's name out. He could be one of them. But think of all of them.
Founded upon niggas identifying with niggas. With niggas understanding each other. Are you of the culture or are you a guest?
Are y'all of the culture or are you a guest to this? Are you of Tentacion's legacy? Do you care for him or are you a guest there? Because now money's in play and estate's in play. Oh, there's something for me to do here. Because you weren't there in the beginning. Are you a guest? Think about it. It's not saying, are you a fan or not? Are you a guest? Are you a guest? James P., I'm sorry if you got me on loud. This is about to get loud. Wait till I get to the Chirac thing because this is going to hit hard. It's hard hitting because there's a lot of guests. There's a lot of you. Y'all aren't all with it. You're guests. I'm with it. I spoke about the suspects. We all at CommenterNation brought up good points. We all spoke about it, gave our thoughts, said we don't think it's real. Something's not right. We all ran it. We all ran with it. Turned out correct about a lot of things we said when everyone doubted us. Are they guests? Do they really care? Or do they just care because someone's right about something, bringing up points? When I never even thought I was right, I objectively spoke on it, saying something's not right. I would get comments like, why are you talking about this? He's gone. Let him be gone. Really? That's what you think? That's how you feel? Oh, so if something happens to you, some violent crime, oh, he's gone. Nah, F him. He's gone. You want me to think that way about you? Good. Post your name. Whenever something happens to you, I will think that about you. Let someone bring it up. I'm going to cut them off like, no, he's gone. I don't care. He's gone. He'll never be around. I don't care about him. That's how I'm supposed to do you? Okay. Just let me know. Let me know something. That's how I'll be. I'll speak that way about you the rest of whenever someone mentions your name. And make sure I pound it into the ground. No, he's gone. He is gone. Do not speak of him. He's gone. His legacy's gone. No, he's gone. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay? I'll do that for you.
Peter Rosenberg. And what I mean by that is...
If you're outside my door, you're getting your shit split. So you know that's not true.
If you are of the culture, then nigga, I expect you to fucking act like you from the culture no matter where you at. I don't give a fuck if you on ESPN, Disney, Airwaves, nigga. Don't interrupt the fucking broadcast. We here to hear sports. I'm in my car bawling in tears, and I gotta hear a nigga that call himself culture say, Oh, he's no angel. I don't know. I just don't. I know that with scary place we're living in when people just are without compassion. I've been asking people on the time. I'm seeing niggas. I've never seen this type of, oh, good.
Right.
Oh, he should be dead. Yes. Kill him. Rapist. Murder. That, like, I don't. I'm asking people, hey, do you think all felons should die?
Right.
I mean, it's a question I want to know from niggas now. It's scary.
The thing about that is, I was saying that too, and I think people lost sight of the fact of how young.
I think he's a child.
Right.
He's a child.
And if you look at some of the great leaders that have gone on to, lead this country and lead organizations, I mean, when they were 18, 19, 20 years old, they were selling drugs, they were pimping women, they had felonies, but I mean, as you become a man, you look back on your life and you realize that you made some mistakes and you grow and learn from that. I just didn't understand how everybody was, saying, oh, he good, he whatever he did with it, the situation was ex-girlfriend, y'all wasn't praying for her, y'all wasn't, and it's like, yo, these are kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. Like, if we were all held accountable for things we did when we were 18 and 19.
Even his victim, his ex-girlfriend or whatever, came out and said that she was not happy about, obviously, him passing, but people being happy that he passed.
Right. I mean,
which is awful, but and again, I'm not one of those people that's happy that this gentleman has passed away. I think it's horrible. I think it's what he's been accused of is where people are coming from. I don't think it's just a simple mistake of something. I'm just saying what I think these people are looking at. They've read the articles, whether they be true or not, I'm not sure. But it was those specific heinous crimes that he's accused of is what had people saying those outlandish things.
My problem isn't people having an opinion.
Mm.
I'm not mad at Peter Rosenberg and his opinion. My problem is the timing.
Yeah.
When someone passes, I'm not sure if people's parents taught them this or not. I'm not sure who raised some of you niggas out there. But when someone passes, that's not the time to pull up their foot. That's not the time to go through all the things that you hate about them.
Right. I also have a problem with the hypocrisy because people, screaming for justice and all that stuff, and then the kid gets killed, and they're like, oh, good. But, like, wouldn't you rather see justice be served in a proper court of law, et cetera?
What have we done here? We've pushed for justice to be served. We've pushed for the good thing to happen. Why would anyone ever be against that? It would be because they have something to do with it. They want to do bad, but they don't want to face the time. They want to do bad things, but they don't want to get arrested. They want to do the worst of someone, but they don't want to be held accountable. Then when the worst gets done to them, they want to play the victim. When someone does someone dirty they love, they want to play the victim. When you, like James P., he says, I'm outside. When I pull up shooting through his house, when I pull up, he's coming out the house. I start shooting him 10, 12 times. I'm the bad guy. But he wants to get on and say, I'm at your door. Come out, you capping. It's no different. It's no different. Either you're for justice or you're against it. Pick a side. Don't dance on both sides. Period. And I only pause because they play with it. But let me say this. Do you think me doing this, I didn't have lames behind the scenes trying to give out an address? Mind you, that's a fake address. The one you think you got from the courts, that ain't a real address. You think I would give them my real address when I knew the cops were playing with me? The one that they're looking for, they're not going to find the real one. The one they'll try and look up using the name, they're not going to find the real one. You could change your name. You could do a lot with the internet. I am a hacker. I can do that. I do programming. I do that. You'd never find a real place. Because I know if someone was trying to threaten my family, do something, I'll murder them. I'll push your wig back. I will push your wig back. I don't know who you think you're dealing with. I will do that. I'm from a state where they get busy. It's the Wild West. You know, Philly type cities, Pittsburgh type cities, Harrisburg type cities, they get busy. Look at the murder per capita. We don't play that threatening. I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna pull up and do you greasy if I got drama with you. I come from a lineage of learning from this. I've watched them do this type of stuff. They snatch guys up like that, and we don't know what happened to you. That's factual. I've come from that. I've developed beyond it. I've groomed my mind. Those around me that watch, they know. Those that truly know, rock with it. I know that. These guys want to put on a show to sound cool. It's all not like that. When you've been around it and you've done what you've done, I ain't got to put on a show. I'm going to make it do what it do when I got to do it. Period. That's what my record said. Not that it's really my name and shit. It's what my record said. It's going to come up like that. That's how I said it. You're not really going to know who you're dealing with. That's the thing. That's the problem. I had to dig deep to research to find these people have past criminologies of stalking, felony stalking, countless tickets changing their name, like crazy stuff, touching minors. Who here condones touching a minor? Please. Who here condones it? Say it now. Who condones it? Really? And I'm the problem, not the person that's going to snatch up your little Jimmy and touch him. Not the person that's going to snap up little Jenny, Amber. That makes sense? Really? Y'all are built funny if that's the truth. I'm sorry. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm going to speak my mind. It's my mind, my mouth to speak it, my channel that was here before you and after you would be here. What are you talking about? Are you confused? Been putting in work. From my city to other places, putting in work, media. I'm not sucking up to somebody because I know they're wrong and because they're angry because I'm not siding with them. That's not objective. I don't move that way. And to be honest, think of your greatest revolutionary minds that are celebrated. You get days off. What did they do? They stood for what was right. What was right? Justice needs to be served, period. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. It needs served. And you could say I am the wild child, regardless. Middle child, wild child. Because at the end of the day, I know what people mean to me. And these guys listen to music. They listen to stuff to hype them up. That ain't me. I won't need none of that to push back somebody's wig who's disrespectful, trying to hurt people because of their beliefs and thoughts. I don't need none of that. You already, the moment you thought that, you already earned your spot. You earned it. All you want to do is harm others for your dirt to be safe because you want to touch kids. You want to do this. That's nothing. That's nothing. You would really be forgotten. Hey, if you live that way, you're really able to be forgotten. It's not going to take away my sleep nonetheless, at all. These guys do the worst and then want respect because they do the worst. And then don't want to serve time for doing the worst and go where the worst are at. That's the sickest, saddest example I've ever seen. Got to get other people because they need someone else to do the dirt. Not me. Not me at all. I'm sorry. If I got a problem with somebody, if somebody tries to violate someone I love or something, you ain't going to see nobody else but me. So the last face can be familiar to you. That's how I see it. It's not like, what's wrong? These guys hide themselves, come and say things. You're a coward off the rip if you got to hide yourself. You got to hide yourself to make a threat. You're a coward. If I ever made a threat, I said it straight up and you saw me say it. So the next thing you did that fine. You get what I said. That's what makes your words solid. That's what gets you respect. It's none of that other stuff. Oh, I'm going to hide myself. We're going to gang stalk. Oh, let me make this threat behind this name. Oh, let me go on this channel and say that. You're a coward. Show yourself. So when we meet up, I know your face. You know my face. We bang it out. because I'm not like the rest. I'm sorry. I'm not like them little guys or little kids you talk to behind the scenes. That ain't me. Show yourself. So I know who I'm banging, and you know what's up. Come on, man. These guys move like cowards for real. Like it's sickening. It's sickening. These guys, when I was doing this, let me tell you this. You thought when I was talking about Blockhead Wario and these guys, you saw it. Didn't need to. You tell me anywhere to meet up. Some of these guys said meet up. I met up with them. They were looking at me. They got out of there. It wasn't peaches and cream going through this series. I met up where they were because I am really with that. I stand behind it. You guys want to hide yourself doing it. No, broad day I show up. Broad day. I don't care if the cops come. Let them come. I don't care. Send them. Ask my brothers. Ask them. What's the first thing I say? Oh, we're going to call the cops. Call them. Let them show up to it. Let them show up to you. Laid out. I'm not your guy. What's wrong with these people? Let them show up. They could come scoop you because it's not going to be me. What's wrong with you? You guys are confused. Like that music got your head messed up. Oh, let me say this because it sounds hard. Let me say this because my voice sounds. No. Let me say this because it sounds cool. No. You need checked. I know of it. I was around it. Family did it. I know. I learned from it. I progressed for the better. But yet, the problem is you got these people who claim to be they out here doing all this. Why aren't you around them popping off? The money's where the hate and the crime is at. The money's where the killers are at you speak of, that you try and challenge. That's where the money's at. Why aren't you there? Why are you here? There's a reason. Because you ain't going out there alone. You ain't going and handling business alone. You ain't going taking breaks. Doing what these rappers that live it rap about, you ain't doing that. Or you're out there and not in here. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about then? These guys get out of tune. They be whacked out because they be smoking, sniffing, doing all of that and not thinking about what they're saying to somebody who's really protecting what they love. I already said it. Something happens to my family from the past as that one. What I do is going to be beyond heinous because I don't want to just wipe you out right away. No. That's too easy. That's too easy. You're getting scooped up in a different way. And I'm going to do what your favorite movies do. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to do what your favorite movies do. You ain't even forget about it. You ain't even got to worry about it. Period. You got me mixed up with somebody. You got to mix up. I'm not out here rapping about it. No. Why am I going to rap about it? What power do I get from rapping about it? Oh, because I get some money because I sell. No. I ain't saying, oh, I'm bringing the goons. No. I'm looking for you and you only. What are you talking about? These guys will say whatever. They'll say whatever. Just say anything. First thing on their head, come to the door, I'm out here, you capping. You. First off, for you saying you capping, you know what not capping is? It's when two men have sex without protection. That's a fact. So just you using that, I'm like, this is either a young idiot or this is an old fool trying to fit in. You're either a young idiot or an old fool trying to fit in. You're either or, pick one. Which one are you?
Then vigilante justice, if that's what this was, we don't even know.
You know, we're gonna talk about the Hov and B album in a little bit, but I can't stop playing that verse on Hov's album. I mean, the Hov and B album in regards to this, where he's basically talking about what I've been saying for a little while here, but niggas have paid me no mind when the Drake shit came out, the whatever, and I was saying that how the black man, I forgot what I was saying about the black man, I had a point, but the whole verse is about the black man needing a certain type of love and affection from women or from just period because of how America treats you when you walk out the door. Y'all know that verse? It was a great verse.
Yeah, it was on.
I'll play the verse if y'all know the verse.
It was on the 714 shit.
Do I need to play it?
717, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was the last verse when the beat switched.
Oh yeah. Which kind of leads to my second point. When you're saying all these things about you hating Triple X and you hate and you hate and you hate and you hate and Goody's dead, blah, 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 that is exactly what births the gentlemen that behave like Triple X allegedly did.
you let people play just.
It's so real. You can't even deny it. That's what births guys like this. That's what births them. They listen to their favorite rapper. They think what he's saying is cool. They say, oh, this would be dope for me to say this. Because they can't take the time to put in anything to anything they create because they fail at it every time. So someone who's winning, they want to take shots at them because they're failing. So what they do is say, I'm going to just be like my favorite rapper. They want to live the life he lives, but don't want to do the time. You're scared to get locked up for the time. You'll be doing 20 to life. And you'd be like, Mom, Dad, getting dragged out the room. You're scared of that. But you want to sound hard. You want to do what your rapper said. He was showing people different. Like, look, I have mental issues. I have a past that's not savory. I was young making the mistakes. Let's do better. That's what his whole motto was. Let's do better. That's why he apologized. Let's do better. That's why he did a charity to give back to kids. Let's do better. That's why he did for his family when he was up. Let's do better. That's why he passed up stuff they were saying about him in the past and said in the future, I got you. Let's do better. Let's do better. When you think that way and you move that way, there's always going to be someone that doesn't like you progress. Period. Doesn't like that you're beyond their stupidity. Period. That you're beyond certain things they do, that you've learned from your mistakes. They can't learn from theirs because they're so jilted and impressing everybody they see and thinking that's what gets them the game. That ain't nothing like it. You being you gets you the game if you're a man and not a male. You being you gets you the game if you're a man and not a male. Period. I be schooling you idiots. For real. You just don't get it because you're like, oh, he's just talking. Oh, I got this fancy car. Oh, this moves this way. That's simp think. That is simp thinking. Period.
This jury and executioner had one shot, like without information. We don't know. I mean, yeah, these things he allegedly did know, but he just killed him. We don't even know what the circumstances was, who killed him, any of that. Right. And everybody's just, well, he did this, so good for him.
Well, I'm off of that. I don't give a fuck about that particular part because details have not emerged yet. But what I will say is, all right, so we've seen it now with Chinks, we've seen it with Stacks, we've seen it with Stack Bundle, we've seen it with Triple X now. And man, I'm getting real tired of the story of rappers feeling attached to their hoods. I mean, I get it. I understand.
And what did he do for his hood? He brought gifts. He brought book bags. He did all that all the time. Especially when he was trying to get better. That's all he did. You can look and find that. Some of it you can't because he did it off screen. It wasn't always for screen, but it was marketing media for some of them, which I understand that. But he did that without expecting anything in return, knowing he was someone who dropped out. He did better because he wanted to see better for the kids and everyone around him. How real is that? How real is that? It's real. Look at all these other artists that barely do anything but flash their jewels in your face. That's where you get the people like the comments when they troll, when they try and be threatening. That's where you get them. They have a means to do, but they only want to do for themselves. That's normal. That happens all the time. How many times has that happened? That's so normal now. It's just sickening. You rather do for yourself and see others suffer when you have the means to buy $100,000 chain, a $200,000 car, $1 million house. He did it different. Period. That's something of the legacy that no one can take. They can only copy. You can only copy. You can't take it away. That hurts the most. I know it sounds crazy, but that hurts them the most. He wasn't someone, he wasn't an angel in the past, but his recent years, he changed his life and started doing what? Come on now.
Trust me, I do. But that's got to stop.
Period.
That just has to, you have to be aware of, well, how can I say that they're not aware? That's where they're from.
He was a hood.
I spoke to
you
Stack.
grow up and feel attached to. It's where all your friends and family in your life is.
They think they all friends. That's part of the
That as
problem.
well.
Like 50 said, fuck the hood. And I'm not trying to shit on the hood, but that's exactly like, yo, the goal should be to get out the hood. Not make it and stay and hang around the hood. The hood don't want you to leave. So once you make it, yo, it's time to get out. Get the family out. You don't have to shit on the hood to do it, but you stay there, the hood will eat you alive.
Why, thank you, guys. I didn't know I had a mic. We'll get to that in a minute when this is not so serious.
Let's face it, Facebook ad caught.
And that's happened to a lot of rappers. They tried to give back, but in terms of giving back, they were taken advantage of by people who don't mean a thing. They're still roaming around today, not offering a thing for anyone else, not bettering anyone else's life.
Triple X, real quick. We're not gonna spend the whole podcast talking about this. Just a few quick thoughts. Niggas, you young rappers, those streets are not yours. Those blocks are not yours. Those hoods are not yours. You have to understand how they work. And what I mean by that is, let's talk geography. Let's have like, and I'm horrible at geography. I am really, really, really bad at geography. But in my dropping out of school and traveling and picking up my own information, I learned a little bit about geography and how the world is set up, or at least America is set up. So there are certain places, young men, that just are not for us. They are not set up for us. They're not set up for us to win. They are there solely for us to fail, or they're there solely for us to kill and murder each other. Am I off here?
No, you're right.
That's a fact. He kicked so much realness in this. That's why I had to play it. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's exactly what it is. When you talk about the trap, when you hear rappers mention the trap, that's what it is. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap for you. That's why they love the music, because they keep idiots in the trap. Come on now, really? They keep you in the trap. You never escape the trap. Now I'm about to show you the one receipt that I want to show you. This is crazy. No, get to the good ones. Let's see. Hold on. This is There's a lot of receipts I'm going through. Let me just give a sample because this gets deep. Wow. 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 This gets deep. This gets deep. Hold on. I'll give a sample right here.
So if you're watching this video, you have landed this close.
Oh, wake up, man. I was saying to me, keep the grease, all you niggas. I took a liquor with me. I'm in traffic right now on my ops.
That's what check it out and check it out, man. Now, in the war in Czarr, now there's only a couple rules, okay? Couple foundational rules that if you follow, you might make it till sunrise, okay? Number one is thou shalt not lack.
Why is he doing this? Can I ask you guys, someone with sense, why is he doing this? How is he narrating the rules because someone told him? Why would you take your time to speak on this? What in media? So because this has to do with a violent city and violent things happening, why would you do this? Listen to this guy. Listen to him going to him.
And another one
Thou
is,
shalt
man,
not lack.
stay the fuck out of the mentions of the Chirac Grim Reaper Little Reese. Now, listen here, because we have a savage, a mutant savage at that. His name is Lil J. His real moniker is the Chirac Wolverine. Now, after 25 minutes, literally, 25 minutes after claiming he was in traffic, looking for Little Reese, okay, it appears that his soul may have been snatched by the goddamn Chirac Grim Reaper. And listen, I guess what's really understood don't need to be explained. But now, if you haven't heard, fans of Lil J are desperately seeking where the Chirac rapper is. They have not heard or seen the Wolverine on social media the last couple of days, and they're wondering if maybe 22 shots was the one that done him in. Because if you don't know, he already took 21 shots and he took it a smile. Now, here's the thing, okay? Lil J, he's been missing out of action. MIA, missing in action, actually. Now, he's actually not been on the scene for a while. He's not even attempted to crack cars, and we all know this motherfucker love cracking cars.
You just snitched on him. You just snitched. You snitch on him. You claim a rapper has attacked him. Like you just snitched on him. Oh my goodness, you just snitched on him. We know he loves cracking cards. Like, what? Does anyone else hear him snitching on the guy? Wow. And I'm supposed to believe when 6ix9ine got picked up, there was no mention from you. You had no clue, no behind the scenes, nothing. Really? Really? That's the lightest part of it. Chirac Savage grandmother murders 7-month baby with really. This is what you think of Chirac. Everything's savage. Everything's effed up. It's a satire on your lives. Really? Really? Listen, I can't make this up. He just was speaking on Little J, right? What's the title of this?
Let's face it.
Let me
Facebook.
read this title. Little J upset with media coverage in war in Chirac. Why is he upset, academics? Why? Let's hear your narration.
This is what these academics send out. Little J, the Chirac Wolverine, takes to Instagram to vent his frustration about the fucking critics, because they always be on his dick. Now, he tagged the negotiator, which is me, and of course, another media outlet, College Kid, followed by the caption, y'all.
Hold on. Let me read it for you. I hate the effing critics. They always on my D. He tagged you. You are always on someone's D. Always. You're always on someone's D. You stay D riding. And someone confirmed it was from your mother's basement. Really? You're in the basement of your mother's house criticizing violence in people's lives. Really? In a funny way. Like it's funny. Like, ha. Y'all some clown. Y'all ends worry about me too much. Start getting facts straight. He's right. How is he wrong? What did he say that was wrong? What, you're a clown? What, because you don't wear the red nose and the flapper shoes? Okay. But what was wrong other than that? Let's hear what your response is. I really...
Because there was a story about your arrest, and this is exactly what you're talking about, because you quoted it in your post, where you got arrested, you caught a gun charge, and you were arrested on $400,000 bail. Now, you later got out, and you're now wearing an ankle bracelet, right? Now, you didn't want anyone to know about that, except it's pretty much publicly accessible information. Nobody's digging.
There he goes. That's how you know he's about to say some bullshit. Nobody is digging. He was clear throughout the whole thing, but nobody. Because you want to know why? Because now he's about to add his 2 cents. And because now he has to speak from his own 2 cents, what does he have to add? You're speaking about him. He tagged you, said, I don't like the coverage you're giving. You're always on my D speaking about it. Because we know informants and cops themselves from Chicago were watching this. We know that. So how don't you understand it? You're there putting him out. He's not low-key anymore. He could have been chilling. Now he can't.
Shit that other people can't find. This is public. You don't want this to be out there. You still want to be a rapper. You still want to be a public figure because, in case you didn't know, a rapper is a public figure. Now, if you don't want that out there, the only solution is stop doing dumb shit. I'm not making this shit up. The facts, the stuff that was reported is facts only. Now, this is a message really to all the rappers I do cover, and it doesn't have to only pertain to Chirac, all fucking rappers. I try to give all you guys a fair shake, man. If you guys have a problem, you guys can definitely reach out. I'm not trying to make you look like a bad guy. I'm not trying to make it look like you're not good at rapping, unless I really think you suck. And I'll try to give you a fair shake. Now, if you don't think
What position of a person are you to give a fair shake? What position of a person are you to give a fair shake on anything? Who told you you're the one that discerns whether or not they get a fair shake? Who are you? Like, I mean, it's endless. It's endless. Oh my goodness. Who are you? When do you decide who in Chicago gets a fair shake? Who said DJ Academics? It is your job to decide whether or not. The only person that sounds like that is police to me. The only person that sounds like that is police to me. Am I right or am I wrong? Listen to what this guy said. Did you hear this, clown? I give everyone a fair shake. Give yourself a fair shake. All those women claiming you did the same thing, their story was the same at different times. Their story was the same. Then you want us to believe I didn't do that. Really? Let's go. Let's go. Now let's go. I'm getting back at it. All rights reserved. We in the building. I'm right back with it. I'm coming right back. Watch this. I'm coming right back. They playing with me.